Hey guys, KRX50 here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the AbaLaser from Bakuryu Sentai AbaRanger. This is the main weapon used by Aba Red, Abara Blue, and Abara Yellow that can be changed from a gun to a sword and back, and includes a few things. It includes the AbaLaser itself, a holster, a 3-piece belt with buckle, and an AbaRanger badge. So we'll start out by looking at the AbaLaser itself. It's molded in a few different kinds of plastic to start. It's got dark blue plastic for the main body, a black plastic for the grip and part of the guard, some gold plastic for the twin laser barrels, translucent red plastic for these two jewel parts on either side, and this blade part and guard, which share this kind of silver plastic here. But this blade part, or at least what will become the sword mode's blade, also has a kind of a grey plastic for the lower part of it. Additionally, all the paint that you see on here is chrome paint. We've got chrome silver along the main body in this pattern that resembles teeth. More chrome silver here on the guard. 2 rings of light chrome gold around the jewel parts, and some normal chrome gold at the base of the grip. Additionally, you have this shiny sticker of the AbaRanger symbol on either side, and a sticker on the back of the grip to indicate the on and off positions. And of course, we have the trigger here, which is molded in more translucent red plastic. Another thing to note is a little bit of a texture that's added to different parts of it. This texture is a kind of a rough, maybe a little bit scaly pattern that kind of seems to be made to imitate dinosaur skin. It's on the grip, on the black part of the guard, on the stem that extends from the main body, and hooks the blade part into place, and all along the blade part, at least within the middle. And, just like everything else, the texture extends to the back. On the back you can also see these 2 buttons, which are used for the change from gun mode to sword mode. We have the holster, which is molded in the same gold plastic as the laser barrels. And on the front also has the same texture that is seen on the AbaLaser. Has the AbaRanger symbol right here. And has this loop for either looping it through the included belt or through a belt that you own so that you can wear it on your pants. The AbaLaser stores right inside like so, and even has this little spacer for this which is, like I said, one of the 2 mode change buttons. We've got the belt here, once again molded in this gold plastic. Has the 3 parts. This part that loops through the back of the buckle, and these other 2 parts which have the connectors. This part having the series of holes, and this one having the 2 notches, which just connect as simply as that, and has the stopper here to fasten the belt in place. The belt buckle is on the front pinned entirely in chrome silver and is very reflective, though on the back it's just grey plastic. You can actually kind of see me, the camera, and a little bit of my head behind the camera there, and it's also just as reflective on the top. And of course, we have the badge. The badge has a sticker of the AbaRanger symbol right here on the front, with a little bit of it lent to kind of imitate or kind of represent a kind of a light reflection, reflecting off of it, and has a chrome gold ring all around. as well as a clip for hooking it onto your shirt or onto somewhere else. So of course, what would a Super Sentai sidearm be without its light and sounds? So we can switch it on right here, and we'll get a startup sound and light. And that's a sped up version of the startup sound that you get from the Dino Brace. So in gun mode, it has a gun firing sound or laser sound by pressing the trigger, like so. And that's a repeating laser fire sound that continues on until the trigger is released. You've got light on this side, and the sound on this side. And the speaker is actually back here behind the translucent red plastic. The translucent red plastic in itself has the same kind of tribal pattern that is seen on other places in the AbaRanger toy line. To switch to sword mode is an easy two-step process, versus by pressing this button, then flipping the main by up like so, and you get conversion sound with accompanying lights. Then pressing the other button and flipping out the blade, and now we have the AbaLaser in sword mode, or the AbaLaser sword. And this basically straightens out the design while giving us this nice curved blade. Once again, we have a sound that's activated by pressing the trigger, which is a simple sword clashing sound, and no additional sound is made by holding down the trigger. Additionally, the AbaLaser sword can also be stored in the holster, just like so. So you can store this in whatever way you want to, though the more compact way is to do it in its gun mode. Now, for those of you who've watched some of my past videos, this might look familiar, and that's because I've reviewed at least one of its American versions, which is the Thundermax Saber Crimson Edition, and here's where I compared them. They are mostly the same mold, but there are some molding differences, and of course coloring differences. This being repaint, this has a red color, while this has the original dark blue color. It keeps the chrome ring here and on the back, and the chrome silver on the main body, but it was modified on the American version for a sticker, well, two stickers that would go here and here at that red Power Rangers. I've removed them, and right here I can show you the difference in the mold. Because with the change in the mold, it no longer has this full teeth design, it just gets cut off. Additionally, they actually changed the laser barrel, so instead of being these two kind of hollowed out pieces of gold plastic, they're two filled in pieces of black plastic with gold paint. The same gold paint that's used here on the bottom of the grip to replace the chrome gold here. Removal of chrome is something I can forgive, but personally I can't forgive that they just changed the mold entirely and changed the aesthetic. They kind of removed and kind of ruined the aesthetic just so they could put on an unnecessary Power Ranger sticker. Of course, the sounds are basically the same, but it doesn't have a startup sound. The Thundermax Saber doesn't have a startup sound, and doesn't have a mode conversion sound. And honestly, I'd say if you had to choose between these two, I'd recommend the AbaLaser. Unless you really can't afford to get an AbaLaser, then I could say pick up a Thundermax Saber, whichever version you like. But the AbaLaser is something I can recommend to both AbaRanger and Dino Thunder fans because it's the closest thing to what you're going to get on the show outside of buying a prop. And you can actually buy one online at an online store called Toys and Joys Online. That's where I got mine. It's the original Japanese version. It was not used, completely new in box, never been opened before. And it's at a good price. You're not going to get ripped off by it. It's at a price that's pretty close to what the original price was. And hasn't really gone up much. So, overall, I can very much recommend this because it's a good toy, it's fun, it's got nice design, good detail, nice and simple sounds, and it's really just one of the best Power Rangers or Super Sentai sidearms that I own. Very fun toy and very much recommended. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos, and for now, this is KRX50, writing off.